evening. Now, it'll always be crazy to me, the ability to walk into a store and buy a gun. In America, that's where it is. So today, we're going to be watching a video called Top 5 Guns for Home and Defense. I'm interested to see what kind of attachments we can get. Extended mag, silencer, red dot. Let's do this. All right.
With that being said, probably the number one choice for a firearm. We're not really going to do a countdown method. I'm just going to go down the line here.
Hold on a minute.
We've got...
Bro, I thought it was just handguns. You're telling me right now, if I lived in America and I was a US citizen, I could walk into a gun store and buy that pump shotgun. Holy!
A Maverick 88. And of course, this is just a 12 gauge shotgun. This particular one is a 6-shot. You can get the Mossberg 500, the Mossberg 590A1. You can get the Maverick 88. All of these shotguns, which have different prices depending on how high you want to go in terms of quality. The Maverick 88 is generally going to be the cheapest shotgun in their line.
How much?
These generally run about $269. You can
$269. I thought my guy was going to say about 10,000. They are cheap.
Feed them a variety of 12 gauge loads that'll definitely suit all of your needs for home defense. The nice thing about shotguns is, of course, they throw a nice big spread. So if you're not familiar with them, a shotgun throws multiple pellets when you shoot it.
Yeah.
As you can see in this vial, I'm going to B-roll for you. You have different shot sizes. So you have birdshot, you have buckshot, you have plated versus non-plated, you have slugs. If many of you watch some of our other videos, I mean, you have cut shells.
This might be a stupid question, but I'm just going to ask anyway because I don't know the answer. Do those go through me? That so sounds. I feel like I know the answer, but I want confirmation. Those big pellets at the top of what he just showed, these ones, do they go through me? If somebody shoots me on the head, are they going out the other side? Let me know.
If many of you watch some of our other videos, I mean, you have cut shells, wax
we got
shells,
a good shot.
frangible ammo, breachers. So shotguns give you a lot of flexibility in terms of how exactly you're going to run a shotgun for home defense. Plus, if you're getting up in the middle of the night...
Can I just take that question back? I'm sorry for asking. I'm wasting your time. My bad.
And you don't know what's going on. A shotgun's going to give you a better opportunity to actually stop the person in their tracks on the first shot by having that wider shot pattern and being able to stop the threat.
Yep.
Most shotguns
You're not
generally
making it through the door, mate.
penetrate too bad if you use like a low velocity buckshot, or if you use like a standard velocity number 4 buckshot. We found that that's probably about the best load to use in the house with the shotgun. Now, some of you are probably asking, well, I can't really handle the recoil, or my wife is going to pick the gun up and use it. She can't handle the recoil. Well, simple. My second choice is a beautiful Mossberg 500.
They look so sick.
Gauge. It's a high-capacity 20-gauge pump-action shotgun, and you can have a variety of 20-gauge loads to run in this gun that are low recoil, but still highly effective, okay? Again, it offers the same benefits as any other shotgun, but in a slightly smaller caliber, a little bit less kick, a little bit less recoil.
You get a silencer?
Allowing you to keep the rounds on target, and this is a great gun for a lady or anyone that's small-framed, anybody that just can't quite handle the recoil of a 12-gauge.
All right.
So shotguns are, as you can see, are a wonderful addition to the potential home defense arsenal. So that's my first 2 picks, are the 20 and 12 gauge pump shotguns. Some of you want something smaller, and that's where something like the Smith & Wesson Governor.
I feel like that's still going to blow your head off.
This is their new stainless variant. This particular gun has not been out very long. This is kind of new for 2014. It is a very nice gun, has a typical very high quality double single action that you would expect on any Smith & Wesson revolver.
Look at that, man.
This is a wonderful gun.
Wow.
The nice thing about it is
cool.
that, on the outside it just looks like a standard revolver, but you can shoot 2.5-inch 410 shot shells out of it, or 45 Colt ammunition, and you can also fire the 45...
That's going to ruin a day. They are going to ruin a day. Am I right in saying that? You getting the receiving end one of them? Yeah, the rest of your day is not going to go so well.
TP on Mooncliff.
Yep.
So from a standpoint of home defense, this gun gives you a ton of different options because you have shot that you can shoot. You can do like the number 4 buckshot that I think gives you like 4 pellets in a 410, which basically that's 4 projectiles going downrange for each trigger pull. So this gun holds 6 shots. So 6 and 4, you got
20,
quite a few pellets
30.
going down range there with each shot.
24.
This is a rifle barrel. So that means that shot, as the cup leaves the barrel, it's going to be spinning. and it's going to make that shot disperse in a very, very wide pattern. So if you really need to pepper somebody good at combat ranges inside your home, this is an excellent option. Again, be careful not to load it with something that's going to penetrate too far in the house. Many of us have, interior drywall walls, which many homes in America have just standard drywall interior walls.
I know this isn't the norm for you guys, right? This is the norm for you guys. Not the norm, but like, it's a thing, right? It's part of the way you guys live. It's in the Constitution. You're the right to bear arms, isn't it? So if I say anything out of turn or disrespectful, I don't mean it at all. But when he says stuff like, when you need to if you need to pepper someone real good, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But hey, you ask me right now, if somebody breaks into my house, would I prefer to be armed or unarmed? I prefer to be armed. So I love that you guys get to have that.
Walls.
Awesome.
Number 4 buckshot will generally stop in about 4 to 5 layers of drywall, which is good if you're worried about over penetration. If you have people in the other room that you're concerned with,
that's
you don't
the only
them.
time you worry about over penetration.
Your family members, your small children that are in other areas of the house, that might be something that you need to consider.
Sorry.
So it all comes down to ammunition choice. I mean, like on this tray here, we show all of the different loads you can put in the Smith & Wesson Governor. Of course, you have the Taurus Judge, which is a competing model to the Governor. I personally think the Governor is a better gun. That's just my opinion, but I'm a little partial to Smith & Wesson. I like Smith & Wesson's quality. They make some of the most awesome...
I'm so sorry. I've been watching this video on 360p, man. That's my bad.
...on the planet. Now, moving along, another pistol, if you just want a good, solid handgun for the house...
Yep.
You're really not going to go wrong with a Glock 19.
Good old Glock.
All right, now, I know there's probably a lot of people that are watching these videos and they're going, okay, well, these guys are Glock fanboys. These guys, can't think outside of the Glock box. Well, that's...
Or outside of the Glocks. Sorry.
Because the thing is, I have a variety of handguns in my house, okay? I'm not going to go wandering through my house and just thinking, okay, what am I going to grab to shoot this perp that just kicked in my door and might be trying to hurt my family or whatever. In my opinion, the Glock 19 is just a no-frills handgun that is very easy to shoot. It's easy to load. The slide is real easy to work. So if you got some young little wife that, doesn't have very strong upper body strength or can't really cock the slide as easy, back and forth, this is a real easy gun to load and shoot. It's easy to teach someone how to shoot. I just think the Glock 19 is a very tough contender for a home defense gun.
What type of guns do you have, if you do have any at home? Obviously, if you don't want to share, don't share. But like, I feel like this is maybe a conversation some of you guys could maybe have, or maybe do have. What type of gun what you rocking over there, huh? Let me know.
Last but not least, Chris Vector, man. Now, I know a lot of people look at this gun and they think, wow, it's really crazy looking. It's really obscure or whatever. I've been doing a lot of work with the Chris Vector, in recent years, and I think it is a fine firearm. The bolt throw is really short. It's got the recoil reduction system basically into the way the gun is actually engineered to mitigate the recoil of a 45 ACP. You have the 25-round extended magazines that you can get for it. So you have 25 rounds of 45 ACP in your hand on tap, ready to go. All right, you can run a 230 grain expanding projectile. You run them at kind of a low velocity. You get your 230 grain expanding projectile.
Is it against the law to have them any other color? Or like, can you spray them if you want? Get a different camouflage on there? Different paint job? Or do they by law have to be this dark color?
Running at around 850 feet per second. That's something that's not going to over-penetrate your house. Okay, it can go through a few sheets of drywall and it's going to slow down considerably. I mean, don't get me wrong, you should always know what's beyond your target before you shoot. But personally, I think the 45 kind of has an edge there. This particular rig, of course, low recoil, so very fast follow-up shots.
Look at the flashlight attachment and the red dot.
Flashlight on it. So you've got a flashlight available. You've got a red dot
Oh
sight.
my, this is the one.
This one has a folding stock. This particular version is an SBR, so it does require the paperwork and tax stamp to be filled out on it. But if you want a nice small rig, I mean, this is something that can just ride next to the bed, and you're good to go. This is something you just deploy the stock, close the bolt, or leave it loaded with the safety on, and you've got a wonderful low recoil, rapid follow-up shots. 45 ACP stopping power.
Did you just say you got the stopping power on there?
In my opinion, this is just the ideal personal defense weapon, both inside the house or the car,
it's an attachment,
or wherever you might need a small handy gun. to be able to put people down if they're trying to kill you, hurt you, or whatever. This particular gun is just an excellent rig. We are going to be doing a full review on the Vector before too long. That's one gun that I've had a while and I've just been meaning to get out and play with it. So we have many more gun reviews coming. If you like these 5 guns videos, certainly let us know. We've got a lot going on in the way of video production, so we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have an idea for a 5 guns video, something that you think we didn't cover, or something that you'd like to see clarified a little more, let me know, and we'll do everything we can to make sure we're...
Yo, I didn't realize you could just go into the store and buy any old gun, man. I thought it was like, you know, a certain type of gun that you're allowed to have in your home, like a handgun, like a Glock. Man's got a flipping Vector with 5 red dot sight on it, shotguns, there's a P90 on the wall, a sniper rifle. Are you gonna tell me you're allowed an RPG next, or what? Ain't gonna lie, man. If I was breaking into somebody's house and somebody whipped out an RPG, I'm not stealing nothing. I'm bringing him stuff. You know what I mean? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want me to react to anything to do with the US, let me know down below. See you later.